Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Godfrey Oscar David Busanji. I'm a Tanzanian. I was born on 21st March 1997. Uh, I'm also the author of the book called The Brilliant Ways of Life, found in Amazon and GETVALUE. Please don't forget to buy my book. It's very informative, and I believe you will be able to learn a lot of things. You will be able to change your future. It's a great honor to finally graduate my degree in medicine at HKMU Memorial University. The journey was not easy, as you can see. I'm grateful to God, gratitude to my parents, Mr. Oscar Busanji and Salome Mako, for their support in this hard journey that I've finally accomplished today. I will be thankful if I forget my colleagues, my teachers, my friends at Herbert Kalkuno University for their support, for their challenges in this journey. And I'm very thankful for the administration in general for their struggle toward making me who I am today. I began primary education initially at Tertiary English medium school, and later on I went at Kasama Primary School for the 6 years. I did just my first year at Tertiary English medium school, and later on I went for my secondary education at the Lion of Judah Academy, which is there in Magumaza. It was a wonderful school, prepared me well. Yes, of course, there is always challenges at every place you go. What matters is the way you try to solve them. I managed to finish out my secondary education at the Lion of Judah Academy, and when I was 17 years old, before that, one day it was a holiday, and all my classmates, my friends went to a holiday. I was alone at school. When I was passing by, looking at the classrooms, the empty classrooms, how empty it felt, and I met a book. I don't remember exactly the author, but its title was Know Your World, and I studied that book. I read that book. It was an amazing book. It changed me for the first time. I was inspired to do something better for my country, for my future, for the world. I remember one teacher, he was our history teacher. One day he played a clip inside in the classroom, which there was one man giving a speech. In the speech he said, you see that they are web designer, they are great designer, they are great people, and they are great book writers. And he asked the question, where are your life? Where are your designs? Because if you are struggling to succeed, you need to show your effort towards succeeding. Oh, it was a nice speech, and it got into my head. And in combination of the speech and the book, something was built inside me, inside my mind. I acquired idea. One day I was alone, and I thought, after finishing my Form 4 education, I thought, don't I have any idea that I can utilize in this society, in Tanzania, on the earth? And I thought, inside my head, there's a lot of separating wisdom. Can't I be a writer? At that moment, I wanted to write a book. I remember I was at home. I didn't have anything. I didn't have a computer. I just had a pen and a piece of paper. And I said, I need to write a book. I began writing. The only thing that can help somebody to achieve something is just to do it. So I took a pen and started writing. I wrote the first chapter. I added some more papers. I kept on writing, and I realized that I've got content. I've got a lot of content that I can be able to share to the society, to the world, to my people. Later on, my sister who lived in Dodoma, Nyumbi Makungu, came to visit us at our home, and I told her I want to write a book, and she told me, "Oh, that's great. You can do it." And she told me, "There's your sister there at Geita. We used to live at a region called Kasama. It's somehow rural area, and we are not very accessible to technological devices. At home, we didn't have a computer, and we are farmers." Okay, so she referred me to my other sister who was at Geita, somehow warm compared to the place that we lived before. And I went there. I took a computer. She taught me how to use the computer. She gave me some ABC, and I started writing. Thank God I wrote some chapters, and later on, the time was over for me to keep on staying there, so I had to go for my advanced education. I was chosen at Njombe Secondary School, which is found at Njombe region, that is located to the southern part of Tanzania. So I moved from the northern part to the south to study my advanced education, taking physics, chemistry, and biology, PCB. Though initially, yes, I was chosen for PCM, physics, chemistry, and mathematics. That is the combination that I wanted to study. But later on, I changed my mind. I realized that there was nothing I wanted in PCM, so I changed into PCB, and it's where I was able to change when I finally at the school. The journey of writing stopped, and when I finished my advanced education, I went for university. I was chosen at Harvard Memorial University to study a bachelor degree in medicine. And on the first year is when I resumed writing. When I was 23 years old, I was able to publish my book in 2020. My book, the book called The Brilliant Ways of Life, having 27 contents in it. And as you can see, uh, they are beautiful content, they are amazing content, which are essential to teach someone about life. to prepare someone for the real fight in the live competition, for the real fight toward the future. I was able to publish, though I faced some challenges when I went for the first time to one of the publishing companies, the printing companies, to print my book. I went to Longhorn, this somewhere here in Dar es Salaam, and I was told that yeah, you have a good idea, but this company will print mostly uh, school books, and it will be very hard until you come to accomplish your idea. So I shifted. I went to A Division. It's another company nearby, and I met there the leader. He encouraged me. He passed through my work and he said, "That's amazing. I can never forget. I'm very grateful for his support." And he gave me more challenge to go and revise, to go and edit my work, to make it more perfect than the way it was before. And I followed this instruction. I was able to finally do better than how I did before by following his instruction. Though I couldn't print my work at the company because of the company was not at a good state at that time. So I spoke with other writers. One of the writers, the doctor at Harvard University called Mr. Robert, and he told me that there's another printer who can help me printing my book. So before the printing activity, I went to the National Library. I took my ISB number, International Standard Book Numbers, and I was able to go to the printer, and we did some design of the book, the inner design, like section, the thing that I couldn't design at the moment. So I had help, and I was able to print for the first time in 2020. I was 23 years old. So the journey of writing began when I was 17 years old, and I finally printed my book when I was 23 years old. I published my book in Amazon. You can find it in Amazon, and also it's also available in GETVALUE site. It's an amazing site, very useful for people who reside in Tanzania. They can be able to buy the book by downloading it, buying using their M-Pesa account, compared to Amazon, where you need to use your credit card to buy the book. It has been an amazing journey. Not only that, I learned a lot. I learned programming in part-time when I was just at Harvard University. I studied different web developing languages, software languages. I studied HKMU, CSS, JavaScript, Python, PHP, jQuery, and initially the journey was hard, and sometimes I was wondering. I asked myself, what am I trying to achieve by doing all this? But anyway, I kept on struggling. trying to learn, trying to be better, trying to build something. I use Dreamweaver. Adobe Dreamweaver is one of the platform used in writing codes. I was writing codes and I was able to write different websites, and later on I learned using Laravel, which is among the top 5 PHP framework in the world. Very easy, it's amazing. I'm not paid to say this, but I found it amazing in programming, and it's the one that I'm using up today. So I'm a software developer. The journey of software developing began with Mimo, because I used Mimo. It's an online website which is very useful in teaching programming, but also I use WC School, which is also a very good site with amazing content in it. The journey wasn't easy, but now I'm at a good position on creating website. Not only that, I was also able to learn graphic design when I was at Harvard Curriculum University in part time. I learned videograph, video making, utilization of Adobe programs, Adobe Photoshop, Adobe Premiere for video making, video scribe, and I was able to create different YouTube channels where I could create tutorials, medical tutorial. For example, a channel called Brilliant East, also inspiration videos using a channel called Infinite Courage, and it was amazing. The journey involved late nights to learn to do all this, but I believe I may be able to do something useful in the future for my country, for the world, and for the better tomorrow. I believe I can be able to be a good doctor, treat my patients, but also in other uh, things like web development. I believe one day I can be able to create something useful for my country, for the world, and for the future. I want to say something for all people listening to me right now, for all students, for all young children who are listening to me, my young brothers and sisters, that in anything, you can do anything if you believe. There is no one who plans your future. You need to plan your future for yourself. And everything can be achieved if you decide. Everything can be achieved if you put more effort on doing them. Everything can be if you believe. And I believe that if you want to change it, use your own hands. Don't wait. If you want to change this, if you want changes, don't wait to use somebody's hand. Use your own hand. Show the world how special you are. Show the world what you are made of. Thank you very much for listening to me. I believe you can change the world. Don't forget to buy my book in Amazon, GETVALUE, or in different bookshop in here in Tanzania. It's right here, but it's a nice book. You can buy for your children. You can buy to read yourself. It's a nice book. It has amazing content in it, and it's very informative. Very informative. Let me take this opportunity to say thank you for listening to me, and I wish you a nice day. You're warm, welcome.